Hi folks, welcome back to Second Cup Diaries. Oh, I'm getting out my knitting. So I wanted to do some knitting while I was down here. Oh, I just need to chill out now. Sorry I'm a little late because we had a guest this morning. Took us for a ride in his car. Zoom, zoom. We'll chat about that another day. He's still here, so I might have to pause you for a second and say goodbye to him. But anyways, they're talking about money, taxes. You know the guys, right? So look at that. See, you can't really see the pattern on the sock, hey? So this is the, I don't remember. Oh, intersection is the name of the pattern. Intersections. It's in the very first pattern in the 52 Weeks of Socks book that I got from Diane for my birthday. Thank you, Diane. Oh yeah, I'm putting the link below, right, for the make-along that we're doing this year, the Socks Along 2025. I need to put a pin. Hang on one second because I have to keep track of my rows. It's easy. I've already memorized the pattern. I've already memorized the pattern, so it's okay. It's a 4-row repeat. So I just have to tick it off as I go, though, so I remember. Anywho, okay, so last night we had leftovers for supper. No. I used the leftover taco meat because I had quite a bit of that actually left over. And it was just ground beef though. And the leftover taco meat I put into a sauce and it's absolutely gorgeous. Just loved it. It was so good. Put it into spaghetti sauce and I prefer linguine. I prefer linguine over spaghetti just because you don't have to eat as much of it. It looks smaller on your plate, but yet it still fills you up nicely with some fresh Parmesan cheese. Just lovely, lovely jubbly. I definitely love my pasta. I guess it comes with being half Italian, right? Half Italian, half English. And it's so funny, I'm first generation Canadian, first generation off the farm. Yeah. So yeah, both my parents were born overseas. Yeah, my dad was born in Amato, Italy, and back then they picked up the entire town and moved to Transcona. I think I talked to you about this already, didn't I? Anyways, that's what happens all the time, you know, with the old world countries back in the day. So yeah, anywho, been listening to the radio quite a bit yesterday because I did get lots of sewing done. I got only 3 sets of satin pillowcases to finish putting the buttonholes on. Where do you get those satin pillowcases from? Amazon or, I don't know, she looks like she got a whole bunch in different colors. So 8 sets she brought me to do. And she sent me the recipe for the, not borscht. I have her recipe for borscht soup. My daughter and I made it in the fall. But she sent me the sauerkraut soup recipe. Oh, so good. 1 jar definitely was not enough. Walter enjoyed it too. He said it was very tasty. So that's good. I could never make soup when I was married to my first husband because his mom made soup every day. Every day. They came from a family of 11 kids. And every day she would make soup with whatever the leftovers were in the fridge. And she'd start boiling it when the kids went to school. And when the kids all came home for lunch, she'd just pull it off the stove and feed it to them. And it would be so frickin' hot. And it would be full of so much junk from the fridge. They couldn't eat it. It was so hot. And they didn't have enough time at lunchtime to eat. They didn't have enough time to cool it off. So he said, I never want soup again because his mom used to put so much stuff in it. You never knew what it was going to taste like. You never knew anything about it. So yeah, he didn't want anything to do with homemade soup. He ate way too much of it. And I love homemade soup because I was not raised on homemade soup. My mom and we lived with my mom and my grandma back in the day. And yeah, we'd come home for lunch and my grandma would make us a really nice hearty lunch. And she'd give us, little desserts and stuff. But yeah. Still remember the day I got slapped in the face with a fly swatter. Now, how do you want to, I mean, seriously? Yeah. I was, my brother attested this too because he's 7 years older than I am and he was there. But we'd come home from school at lunchtime. We'd walk home from school and it was pretty far little journey and I'd always get home before him. So I was in charge of, making sure the table was all set up. So I'd peel off the saran wrap. She'd put saran wrap or cling wrap or whatever you want to call it over the dessert because she'd make it earlier in the morning. And we had this really great pudding or custard. And she'd put 3 little bananas or 4 little bananas on the top of the custard. Well, I was taking the covers off or the plastic wrap off. And as I was taking my brother's off, one of the bananas stuck to the plastic. So I peeled the banana off and I went to put it back on top while she had just turned around and thought I was going to steal his banana. She smacked me across the face with a fly swatter so hard it left all the little, because I was yelling at her, of course. I said, no, I didn't do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not stealing. And all the little holes. She was an elderly woman and she really believed in corporal punishment, that's for sure. My mom too. So yeah, what was funny about my mom's, and I still remember me running upstairs because we were in a big 2-story house and crying and crying. And my brother came up and said, I'm sure she's sorry because she just didn't understand. And I'm like, yeah, well, I was just little, right? But anyways, I still remember that. I went back downstairs, ate my lunch, went to school, learned a lesson, learned a lesson. We all learn our lessons in different ways, don't we? Even back in the day, my mom, she was a great mom, but she had this thing about, we used to go to the Shrine Circus, and I swear, the only reason why she took us to the Shrine Circus was so she could get those bamboo hook canes. They used to have toys hanging from them. Still remember, my brother got a really nice furry monkey, and I got a Topo Gigio. Grandpa took Topo Gigio with a little pipe, and he had his little black glasses. It was so cute. Remember that? Eddie gives me good night. Yeah, Topo Gigio. That was so cute. Anyways, so I got the Topo Gigio one, and my brother got the furry monkey. So she would take the toys off and give us the toys. And those really skinny bamboo hooks, she would take them and put them on over the curtain rod in the living room. Well, you know what those were used for? You got out of line, whack on the legs. Oh, man, would that smart. I still remember the last time she did it, the very last time she did it to me. I ran into my bedroom and honestly, I ran into my bedroom and I was up on the bed and I put my pillow over my legs so she couldn't do it. And I just said, no more, you're not doing this anymore. And I grabbed that thing and I broke it in half. And yeah, that was the last time she did it. I guess she realized that I was getting a little bit older and that I wasn't putting up with none of that nonsense, and getting whipped with that thing was hard on the legs. Anywho, I don't know if this is bad to talk about this kind of stuff, but you know what? Honestly, this is all part of our lives, right? If it doesn't kill us, it makes us stronger, right, guys? That's how that works. I think so. So it's Friday today. Thank you for joining me. I believe it's day 6, right? Is it day 6 or day 7? Oh, I'm going to start forgetting my days now. But it is Friday, so it's pizza night. And I always make frozen pizzas. I put little extras on it sometimes for us. And yeah, we have pizzas. So we have leftover pizza for breakfast tomorrow morning. One of my favorites. Yeah, we got some friends coming over tonight. Play some cards. That'll be nice. We play queens. I don't know. What do you guys play for cards? Do you guys play a lot of cards? I love playing cards. I love playing crib. I love playing 31. I love playing rummy and crazy eights. Not so much crazy eights anymore. But I love playing crib, and I love playing what we call queens. Some people call them bitches. Sorry. Because the queen of spades is worth 100 points. And there's 2 of them in the game. So if you get stuck with it in your hand, You count 200 points against yourself. So anyway, so we're gonna, some folks from the trailer coming out. They're coming over for card game night. So I'll make some popcorn, nothing serious. Have a bottle of wine for my girlfriend and I. We'll share that. I'm sure the guys will have one drink, but and then drive because they won't be able to drive drunk. So I think one beer is good if you have it at the beginning of the evening. I'm not sure. So, but we'll do that. And this weekend I'm going out for breakfast tomorrow. Walter's sister's taking us out for breakfast. So for my birthday. So that's nice. I'm going to enjoy that. So we're going to be in a completely different end of town. So about 45-minute drive from here, we're going to head out. So I'll probably get my groceries out there at the superstore or the Sobeys out there in that end of town. But yeah, I have to watch how many rows I'm doing here because I think I'm on the row where I do the cable. I've done 3 rows already. There. So I'll put that aside for a second because I do the cables without a cable needle. So because they're only a 4-stitch cable, so kind of not bad. The color's beautiful, but there's the color if it wouldn't be. I mean, the color's fine. It is a commercial Barocco sock yarn, Barocco sock, and it's nice enough. I mean, it's a hardy wool. It's definitely hard wearing, I'm sure. So yeah. Yeah, so I did work on the curtains for the trailer. So I got those all set up. Here, I'll show you. I'll turn you quick. Hold on. You can go back past my bike and there, see those right over, let's see, right over here. So those are all the curtains hanging up there. My daughter like I told you, my daughter gave me the material. So now I cut them and measured them, cut them and put the hooks on them or the round circles on them to do the, I'll move you back a little bit, you're a little bit close. There you go. Put the things on it to go onto the rods, and now I just have to fine tune the length. And I think I might just pin them up to the length I selected, like I measured at the trailer. But I think what I might do is I might just pin them up with safety pins and just leave it and take my sewing machine out with me when we go. And then I'll finish off the actual, just if I like the length, because I think the one you'll see when I get out there, the curtains for the dinette section, they can be a little bit longer. So I don't know if they have to be longer or not, but the other ones are going to hit the back of the couch, so they have to be fairly short. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. I haven't gone through those buttons yet. I think that's going to might be a Sunday job. Sunday I'd like to get over to my knitty group, to the Norwood Nutty Knitters. I love that name. It's so cool. Anyways, go ahead over there. I did pick up a bunch of, the last time I was there, didn't go last Sunday, but the Sunday before I got that Maria wool. And I'll be showing you that next Tuesday on my podcast. Yes, I'm going to podcast for you guys. Still going to podcast, show you all my works in progress, blah, 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 and show you my stash. It'll be a stash video. All of 8 minutes. Did I tell you that? Holy crow, I couldn't believe it. It will get longer because I am going to talk more stuff. Because this is stash 2, technically. This is my, all the sock yarn that I wrapped up for the Socks Along 2025. So I will include that. And then, of course, I don't count whips as stash. Whips do not count into stash, only stuff that's not being, in a project bag and not being worked on. Yeah, and minis and leftovers that are going into my blanket, I'm not counting that as stash either because it's spoken for, basically. Yeah, so. So I'm going to finish, I think, the last 3 sets of pillowcases here for that lovely lady and get buttonholes put on them for her. And then I will sit and chill and knit for the rest of the day. Yeah, we finished season 1 of Black Sails, and a couple of the people that are in that show, in that series, I think they were in the series The 100. That was a really good series too. If you got any teenagers around, they might like that. That was a really good series. Yep. And I think I heard the Yellow Jackets are having their next season coming out this summer. And Handmaid's Tale has got another season coming out too. So we'll have to get on top of that. Yep. Okay, guys. So that's enough chatting for one day. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, Saturday. Oh, I probably won't see you until tomorrow afternoon because we have to go out for breakfast, like I said. And yeah, we're gonna go out for breakfast. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. So you guys, sorry, you guys, you're gonna have to wait till my second cup in the afternoon because I have 2 cups of coffee in the afternoon too. So it'll still be second cup diaries. Okay. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye now. See you tomorrow.